All right, hello everybody. Let's get started. 8:58, few minutes early, but hey, that'll be all right. Anyway, let's get right into it. Take a look at what we've got. We'll look right now at current conditions outside. Winds are out of the south at about 3 miles per hour. Not a big deal with the wind yet. It is supposed to get pretty gusty with some gusts up to 30 miles per hour tomorrow. But we'll get on into that in a minute. It's 67 degrees outside. Been really warm, really humid today too, as you can expect for for April when we have severe weather starting to come in. No rainfall at all yet. Take a look at radar out there, clean scan out there, nothing at all showing up on the radar out there except for some of that. I guess you'd call it the reflectivity, where the radar is just reflecting back on itself. It's on waves. That's pretty much all you see out there. Nothing else. Just if those are what people wonder what the blue is there, that's what that is. But anyway, we'll move on from there and let's start out for tonight. Take a look at what we expect. Some showers, thunderstorms approaching from the northwest, about a 20% chance of that. Over in Florence, Russellville, northwest Alabama area. Tomorrow will feature a 100% chance of showers and thunderstorms. And some of those will likely become severe. Possibility of a tornado watch going out tomorrow. If conditions are the same as they are tonight, there will be a tornado watch most likely go up at some time tomorrow at some point. So make sure you do have ways to receive that. A severe thunderstorm watch or tornado watch possible. Either one. Looking kind of iffy on both. So it's a possibility. Just make sure you got a way to receive it. No guarantees there'll be one go out, but more likely there will be. So just make sure you have a way to receive that if there is one issued and if there's warnings. Also make sure you got a way to receive warnings multiple ways tomorrow. Now, taking a look at that forecast outlook brought to you, of course, Huntsville National Weather Service graphic. Strong to severe storms and flooding from heavy rainfall possible Tuesday, where all of North Alabama and southern Middle Tennessee wind from the early afternoon into the evening and possibly even overnight. I believe this is updated just a little bit since this graphic was created, so we'll look at another one here in a minute. But anyway, all of North Alabama, level 3, enhanced risk of severe thunderstorms. That would include the threat of a few tornadoes, some of them being large, EF2 plus, and damaging straight line winds, 70 plus miles per hour, and also some very large hail, 2-inch in diameter, which 2-inch in diameter, I believe, is around golf ball size hail, or larger. So there is a threat of some hail out there as well. Now, we'll take a look at a secondary graphic here in just a moment that should explain a little bit more. But as far as it goes Tuesday, we'll keep an eye on things. Make sure you have multiple ways to receive warnings on Tuesday. Thunderstorms, some severe and heavy rainfall. High 75 to 80, and you can see where severe weather is at. Very intense cold front is going to move through. Look at the temperature change between Tuesday and Wednesday. Just look at that. 75 to 80 on Tuesday and 54 to 59 for highs on Wednesday. Crazy. Isolated showers and thunderstorms in the morning possible. 20 to 30% chance of that Wednesday. High 54 to 59, low 36 to 41. Thursday, even colder. Mostly sunny. Highs 53 to 59, lows 33 to, looks like 38. I'm going to say it's about 38, it looks like. May have messed up on it. I swear that looks like 88. It is 88. Somebody made an error on that there on that graphic, as it says low 33 to 88. So yeah, definitely an error there. That's supposed to be 33 to 38. So whoops, graphic error there. But anyway, Friday it'll be mostly sunny, warming up a little bit. High 54 to 60, low 33 to 37. So we do gradually warm back up. It's going to get cool though. I don't know if they was calling this Blackberry winter or something like that. But it seems like that's something they said. But moving on to the next graphic, this one was actually created by me. Taking a look at that, numerous severe storms possible Tuesday. Of course, level 3, all of North Alabama, from Huntsville to Decatur to Florence to Birmingham to Gadsden, and DeKalb, Jackson, Marshall counties, all of that threat of some damaging winds, tornado threat. Now, this kind of breaks it down to what these numbers mean and the colors. So level 3 enhanced, there's only too short. Too short from being high. Level 3 is in the middle. So more persistent and or widespread, a few intense storms. Some of those tornadoes could have some tornadoes with them. EF2 plus possible right in there. Hopefully we don't get any kind of tornadoes, but we're in April, so take these seriously. Things they behave a lot different in April than they do in the other months, if that makes any sense. I know it doesn't, but they tend to get pretty nasty in April for some reason. I guess peak tornado season would have a lot to do with that. But anyway, we'll take a look at the CAPE values out there for tomorrow. Of course, lots of CAPE to the west of us and to the north, but we have just enough CAPE, of course, coming through here that we're going to have to keep a really close eye on them. Any of those storms could produce some damaging winds, 60 to 70, maybe higher. Large hail, 1 inch to 2 inch of diameter, and a few tornadoes. Lower threat of tornadoes, but it's 10%. I mean, that's pretty decent threat of tornadoes, considering we usually have brief spin-ups with only 2% risk. So I'm kind of concerned about that risk for tornadoes, but we'll look at that here in just a minute. Now, this is the significant tornado perimeter, basically giving us an idea of where the supercells are mainly expected. And, of course, northwest Alabama and to the north of us a lot. Over here, there is a risk, of course, something we'll keep an eye on. Now, looking at the radar itself, high-resolution rapid refresh radar shows this stuff moving in somewhere around 7 o'clock tomorrow is what it shows here. So clearing northeast Alabama somewhere between 7 and 10 o'clock, but we'll have a better look at the updated timeline here in a moment. Now, looking at the wind shear, there's going to be a lot of wind shear out there. That yellow and those dark yellows are a lot of wind shear as this thing's coming through. So it's going to be very windy, and any of those storms could produce damaging straight line winds very easily. Could do that. If they don't produce tornadoes, we will have a very decent, moderate threat, about 30% of damaging winds in North Alabama. So that's pretty much the highest concern. But here is the tornado outlook for North Alabama going all the way to Tennessee and Kentucky. Now, the highest stuff being further north of us over in Kentucky, that says of tonight's models. We will have a whole new set of models tomorrow. So basically this could go 50-50. It could go both ways. It could go. It could get a little bit more intense. We could have to, add some stuff to the models, make it a little bit more enhanced than what it is today, or perhaps some of this kind of goes down and fades a bit, and we end up removing the enhanced risk and lowering it down to maybe a slot. At this point, I don't see that happening, though, just to be honest. But it's either way is a possibility. Could upgrade, could downgrade. So right now, though, I'm thinking it's going to kind of hang out. I don't think it's going to downgrade or upgrade. Let's at least hope not that we don't upgrade anymore. As far as the damaging wind threats, as you've seen, we had a 10% chance of a tornado. Damaging winds, of course, a 30% risk, all of northern Alabama. That's going to be our main threats, along with hail. I mean, you usually don't see hail being this high of a risk, but 30% chance of damaging hail, and that's very decent. So if you have somewhere to put your vehicles and all that good stuff, might want to do that. Find a place to put them, especially if they're not covered by insurance or if you don't want to beat up, because some of those supercells tomorrow will have some strong updrafts, and they'll be capable of holding some pretty large hail. Now, getting down to it before we end the video, let's get right to the timing. Now, this is what everybody's going to be wondering, and this will change again. So this is not dead set. This is just an idea. I know everybody's seen several models I put up with the timing being different. High-resolution rapid refresh is saying around 6 o'clock. These models are saying, from Huntsville, are saying anywhere between 8 p.m. and 11 p.m. So either way, we'll keep an eye on it. But let's run this down. Possible weather hazards, damaging winds, high confidence of that happening. Large hail, medium confidence of that happening. Tornado, lower confidence, but still, we've had tornadoes with 2% risk, and we're at a 10% risk. So extra concerned about that threat, but the higher concerns are damaging winds, 60 to 70, maybe higher, and then large hail. But the timing for northwest Alabama, 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. as of right now. These will change again probably after midnight in the morning hours. We'll have to put all new ones up. Florence to Russellville, 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. Around Fayetteville, Tennessee, Huntsville, Alabama, Coleman, Alabama, 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. And then clearing the rest of northeast Alabama around Sewanee, Tennessee, Stevenson, and Jackson County and DeKalb County around Fort Payne, anywhere between 8 p.m. to 11. So that's tomorrow night. So anywhere between evening and overnight for northeast Alabama as of right now. So that is what I've got tonight for the briefing. Hope everybody did enjoy it. Hope you found it informative and helpful. And let's get ready to wrap it up for YouTube. Be safe, be weather aware, and prayers for everybody that, nobody gets injured, nothing gets damaged tomorrow. just stay safe, stay weather aware, like and subscribe to the channel if you like it. We hope you do, and help us keep the content coming. God bless. We'll see you on the next one, YouTube. Thanks again.